Hello everyone, welcome to A Foreigner Farming in the Philippines. Well, we're continuing on with this small section of the second portion of the fields here. These are much shorter rows, so it's going a lot faster. Nerio and I were using he's told me what that's called 3 different times. It's a one-syllable word. I can't remember. It sucks being old. But anyway, as we were digging those canals deeper back in there, we were having extra soil. And we brought it along here to heighten up this dam. And we need to continue along there and go all the way back so that I can irrigate deeply enough on this side. And we're going to do the same thing on this portion of the field as well. We'll be finished with the outline, I guess you could say. That's what Tatai calls it. It's the beginning portion of the dig here. These all need to come down another, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches. It worked out really well over there with those. I want to get this field done so that we can irrigate, because I don't want the girls to have to keep, right now they're watering this by hand, and it's just too much. It's too much to water by hand. The whole purpose of doing the fields the way that we're doing them now is so that I can flood irrigate, and not, you know, if we didn't have the flood irrigation option, and we don't have a drip system or anything like that either, watering all these plants by hand would be a full-time job for 3 people once we get all these fields done. And so we've just got to get this side done, this side of the dam completed. And I'm not even really that worried about planting this side yet. The tomatoes aren't going to be ready to plant for about another 10 days. And the peppers as well. We could probably start planting the peppers. But you know what? I know what we have to plant in here. We have to plant those yard-long beans. So maybe we'll begin that next week. We'll get those yard-long beans in the ground. We've got a lot of seed, so it'd probably be at least half of this field is probably going to be in those yard-long beans. Half of this section, anyway. We're getting there. We'll at least have the rest of these. We'll at least have the rest of these outlines done by this afternoon, and probably by Wednesday all these furrows will be complete along with the dam, and we can begin planting. All right, well, we're almost finished. I don't know, we got another hour's worth of daylight, well, even 30 minutes. We're going to put one more row in here, and we're going to start bringing the soil down from that corner over there and putting it along this dam. And this is done except for the clean out, the deepening of the furrows. So we're going to be splitting things up Monday. It's too much. It's too much to do this, just the digging all day for a full day. So we're going to break it up. It's going to be a half day digging and a half day getting new poles, probably Monday and Tuesday. Because one full day is what it would take to get this portion of this field right. So we'll just break it up half day, and we'll get half day of digging, half day of poles. I don't know if we're going to need 2 half days of getting poles, but at least half of this field, I would imagine, is going to be beans, because we've got a I don't know, it's probably a 2-ounce packet of beans. So we're going to need poles for those, and I don't want to use these poles. The blight has gotten into these beans, and so we're not going to reuse these poles for beans, the poles or the string. If it doesn't rain for the next 2 or 3 days, we're going to begin flood irrigating. For a time, the girls are going to have to water by hand the small plants anyway. They probably always have to do that. Probably always have to water the small plants by hand. Because under, even the best scenario, we're not going to be, we're only going to be irrigating about every 5 days at the most. Maybe every 4 days if it's just blazing sun, but probably every 5 to 7 days is going to be the normal irrigation cycle. And for small plants, the small plants like these need to be watered minimum every other day. So that's what we're doing. Tatai wanted to do a little experiment here. That's why we didn't get finished with this over here, because Tatai wanted to transplant some of the watermelons here. So we've got 2 little half rows of watermelons here. We'll probably do 1 more, so it'll be 3 rows of watermelons here. I've got another packet of those watermelon seeds, and so we'll continue those rows back. Now what I had thought to do, I don't know, I don't like, Tatai was saying he's got some way to run string or something for the vines, for the melon. I have no idea. I didn't really understand him. I'm thinking of just filling in the soil. They did all this while I wasn't down here. I was thinking of filling in the soil in that ditch between those 2 rows right there, back to level with the ground, and just have that as a space to put the vines. So put soil back in this ditch right here, and this ditch will water both of these rows, and this ditch will water this row, and the plants from the melons will be in this center here. We'll see how that works. Tatai wanted to plant some down here because this is better soil, and he's correct, it is better soil than what is up there. But it's, I want to utilize all the space, and that is just a perfect little spot for them up there. So that'll be more of Monday's project. We're getting there. Thank you, everyone. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.